Cool.
Happy solar eclipse solstice. Crazy energy going on.
So why the crab
Perfect for Cancer symbolism.
Oh, we're in Cancer. It's the Cancer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously the two crops were not part of the original. It was added by the Masons.
You don't know any symbolism why they do crab?
Well, it's always about the Obelisk rising out of the waters of the primordial ocean as the first Ben stone, the first primordial mound. The top of the capstone was the Ben stone. So with the cornerstone becoming the capstone, and it rises from that primordial ocean. And normally, when the Obelisk was at in the Heliopolis, it was 9 deities, but it's also funny that the crowds, because you have an octagon right around this. And in Hermopolis, there were 8 deities that represented the primordial waters and harnessing it. So it's interesting that they chose the octagon and the water symbol as support. Plus, the Obelisk fell and the Hudson River when they got it over here first. And they're pulling it, so it had to baptize itself locally. You know? So there's a couple of new people. A few new people. Basically, in the beginning, I'll be calling on different archangels in different directions. Then we'll be going into the channel guided activation as each part. A lot of times they'll add elements of other meditations we do in order to kind of build the theme over time as well. Well, there's a certain amount of jargon which you may understand part of it, or parts you may not. You start facing a crescent moon. Also, don't be on that gray zone. Just be on the tiles. We're going to be holding hands, and then we're going to go into a circle a little bit later. We're going to sit down. But if at any point you want to sit down before that, you can do that. That's fine. Grab the ankles of the person next to you if they're still standing, because we need to have that massive contact to complete the circuit. Now wander off. And don't forget to breathe. And it's being zoomed too. And some people in England also, late birds calling them too. Oh, yeah. It's, a couple deep breaths to center ourselves. Open our higher self with us. Mother, Father, God, with us. Welcome our spirit guides and guardian angels to be with us. Welcome our power animals and enlightened, loving ancestor relations. Welcome Raphael in the east to be with us, Archangel Raphael. Yodhe Shinmokhe. Beloved Archangel Raphael to bless our air elements, mental bodies. Raphael's angels help us anchor the pillars of peace, coming like rays of the sunrise to each of us. Blue pillars, some orange highlighting to support each of your backs. might find rest in the rising suns. Archangel Michael to be with us in the south. Archangel Michael to bless our fire. Here's the meditation. Here's the meditation. Wasn't sure. Okay. I'd like Mikhail in the south with us. So that Archangel Michael bless our fire element. And to bless us during this solar eclipse day with the solstice continuation. So summer solstice continuation. Thinking about Rex Day. Now like Mikhail, the Nats now looking into the sun. Help us clear the obstacles to embodying more of our own inner king, the regality of the summer solstice. Help each of us reach our new peak. Help us claim our center of our own stage of life. More angelic support. Angel Michael to surround us with a golden light. Golden solar domes of Michael surround the whole obelisk. Personal solar domes of Michael to come around each of us. Help you fortify and strengthen your relationship with divine fire, cleansing, purifying fire, empowering, love-infused fire. Help us transmute any blockages, or lower desire. Now let Gabriel in the west be with us. Gabriel, Gabriel high. With Archangel of the water element, bless our emotional bodies. Especially with this 0 degrees Cancer eclipse. Gabriel energy to help us immerse ourselves in loving, cleansing waters, divine consciousness, divine healing. And Gabriel to surround New York City, the waters, the rivers. Each of the viewers, callers' location as well. Connect with us with these ley lines. Gabrielle, strengthen our rivers of time, rivers of love. Rivers in our own kundalini of our own spine. The line, the rhythm divine. The solstice marker point. Eclipse marker point. And we anchor more love into our cycle of time. Freedom divine. I'll let Uriel in the north be with us, Archangel Uriel. We'll let Archangel Uriel to bless our earth element. I'll let Uriel enhance and bless our health, wealth, creativity, vitality, omni-universality. Help stabilize the walls of our fortress of time, fortress of space and time. Strengthen our healthy boundaries, healthy filtration systems to protect us from any negative infiltrations or shadowy demonstrations. Okay, now like Sindalphin beneath us, I think of Sindalphin below. Increase our love light flow. Inner
immersed in a love light earth. A wheel of time to shine the light divine to our cups, to our chalices, our sacred heart palaces. To upgrade the symbols they're saying inside our palace so we can adjust seeing more enhanced images of yourself, your true regal self, your glory-filled self, your divine self. Help you get used to receiving more abundance in your life, more positive support. Help you magnify the magnitude of your essence, is expression in this current form that you were incarnated in. Might be at the tip of this cone of light, your divine might. Shine into our proximity on this night. Remember, you're an extension of the light you see. Need a little bit of a tweak. You're trying to help you reach that new mountain peak. Don't forget to breathe. We're like releasing ah sound. The roots of Gaia's emerald light coming out of the ground. Taking their feet. Well, we plug into this supportive, loving energy coming up from Pachamama. Gaia Shekinah. Emerald crystalline grid of light coming up all around us. Emerald star heart grid. Gaia's grounding her galactic love from above. Come a little closer. Oh, it's G. Oh, it's oh, you guys move it if you all in here. I'll let Metatron above us. Instead of social distance, it's harmonic love distance. I like Metatron. That's our crown chakra. I like Metatron. Archangel of Divine Unity. I always talk the best people. Sending white pillar of light, cosmic blue energy. The Obelisk in the center of this crystalline cylinder of light is coming in. Surround us, the Obelisk. And it's on ground. He's sending pillars lining up into your body, creating a circle of angelic columns. And it's on ground. Oh, breathe deeper. Oh. Central sun infinity columns, they're calling it. They're also coming in now as a layer, upgrading the pillar of light around the obelisk and its ability to radiate more divine wholeness. Cosmic sun infinity pillars. Cosmic sun infinity pillars. Help us evolve and heal our triggers. Cosmic sun infinity pillars. So we're anchoring down through the body into the ground. We're plugging into Gaia's oasis. Gaia's infinity oasis, we're calling it. Where infinity love seeds are germinating, rising up our minds of light that are wrapping around our columns, like introduces the call and response to the universe. I'm gonna hold hands. Your left palm should be up and your right palm down. Step back. So that we're gonna extend your arms are too far out now, just closer. I don't know who they were anyway. They were random. That's fine. Breathing in. Oh, sending pulses of light down this sun disk of light. Cosmic sun disk of Metatron. How would you take room first? Or you should be at the Cosmic sun disk guardians. Guardians of Infinity's light pillars. Different sized light pillars coming in over us. Help us saturate in this energy of the new landscape. Gaia's evolving heart matrix, creatrix matrix. Gaia Shekinah, Pachamama Shekinah. Eye of Horus, to be with us. Eye of Horus. Eye of Horus. Eyes of Horus coming in below us. Protect our wellspring and the bottom area beneath our shaft. Cosmic Sun, Infinity, Pillar Guardians coming in. Cosmic Sun, Infinity, Pillar Guardians. Cosmic Sun, Infinity, Pillar Guardians. Guardians of Gaia's Cosmic Oasis. Infinity Eye of Horus to expand the circumference of light, privacy, peace, protection around us. To create ripples of cascading waves throughout our area. Sow the seeds for cosmic genesis. Cosmic love awakening in our local sector of reality, immense, unimpeded, undiminished, unperturbed, undelayed. Oh. Our guardians in New York City, Archangel Sindariel, Archangel Divine Freedom. For the energies, Archangel Sindariel. I have Sindaria, our Light City, New York City. Crystal Gateway Guardians, inner Light City of New York to be with us. Some of the giant stalactites that are like bigger than skyscraper. Crystal structures that are part of Manhattan's entire Light City. The forest to assist us. Quarantine any negative energies, presences of chaotic influences. We love in quarantine, remove from our proximity. We need the Maya forest. This phone fucking got everything. I had to yell at him with it. Exactly. I was yelling at him. It's like, no, like, please leave the background. So we got to represent part of the chaos of people's own bullshit. They get to transmute to the collective. Because nobody can take responsibility for their emotions anymore. So turn down the volume on the negative augmentation devices that also can manipulate a lot of people on the bigger level these days. You can amplify more of love's radiance and uninstall these negative anger forces, machineries, projections. In the Eye of Taurus, Central Sun Guardians of Taurus. Eye of the Bull of Taurus. Horus, the strong bolt energy, also wants to come in. Amuta, Haru. Amuta, Haru. Infinity eye of Horus. Help us stand exalted on this solar eclipse evening. We might step more into our power of the summer solstice energies. The more Metatron's angels sending us these columns of light. You can join. Cosmic Sun, Infinity Guardians coming in. Reach the angels of the 6 directions coming closer around us. Adding more support. Help us peel away any blockages to embodying more of your true divine self within this body, within the perfected state that this body can reach, that each of you are in. Cosmic Sun, Infinity Guardians, strengthening these pillars of light coming in from above. Concentrating these columns of light all around the obelisk. Help us crystallize a greater space to anchor more light, more divine love, divine strength. Don't forget to breathe. Cosmic Sun, Infinity Pillar Guardians. Also want to help each of you kind of uncap any blockages in your crown chakra that may have been keeping some of you or some parts of yourself in a slumber state, they're saying. Help awaken some parts of your crown chakra and parts of your identity that may have been in a delayed timing sequencing of synchronizing with the rest of you. Help all parts of you catch up with the main you in your body. Help heal you from any delay of integrating any fragmentation to a greater central sun love oscillation. Help you open up more space to connect to your true divine self, your galactic universal self. Might feel more capable of coming closer to you. Feel more invited by each of you. Not like requiring that you click that answer button on your phone to your celestial self. Now the support, but suddenly you forgot to press answer when they were calling you back. And then with the thing, why I keep hearing this ringing sound? The phone ringing, we forgot to press the answer button. But sometimes you get the ringing in the ears as part of them calling you. You make the room to answer and receive. Choose to connect with the transition, sequencing, download attempts into your local server of your I am presence, which is your body. It loves infinity sequence network attempts to reach you non-locally. You can synchronize with greater rhythms with enhanced precision. It can turn help you connect your cosmic family. Some of you are resisting breathing more. You got some crazy cramps in your body, I feel. Some resistant pockets of tension representing old negative retention from displaced attention. To help us redefine our intention by releasing some of those old paths that have held back some, like almost looks like squished in water, the past lower Cancerian emotional imprints. So with this Cancer eclipse, you're giving us a chance to open the lid on those bottles in time, on that or little aquarium where you can change the water for your fish. Or circulate or pure waters. So that you're not just steeping a toxic pool of your own unresolved issues. And wondering why you don't feel so good about it. It's like mosquitoes are attracted to still water, right? So it's like releasing the opportunity to open up the drain and washing out any of that stuck energy in your sinks, your toilet, so to speak, metaphysically. Let it go. To not over-identify, they're saying, you have the choice not to over-identify with these stuck emotional pockets that we have a tendency to carry around as like crosses that we identify with, where we end up by over-identifying with our burdens as a kind of symbolic stance to prove to ourselves that we can make it. We're strong enough to just keep holding on to this Piscean martyrdom. You know, break it down and showing others, yeah, we can do it. It's like, okay, we all know that already. But we can move into our grace and teach now. Not to prove to ourselves or anyone else to receive, including any kind of parental permission slip that some of you are still waiting for to receive without their acceptance of like what you need to do to be loved. So you're like, well, if I do all this and do this and act this perfect, maybe I'll get the love I wanted when I was a kid. And it's like releasing this desire to succumb to peer pressure of acceptance. That's some of you are like, well, if I don't act this way, I'm not going to be loved by my peers. I'm not going to be loved by people or my family. And say, fuck that. No. Release that fake judgment, that pressure you put on yourself, and that moral stamp that others have put on people overly abundantly these days to be transmitted, that you're loved as your perfected self and you're truly accepted for who you are now. Angels and divine energy does not need you to do anything to prove that you are loving or prove that you deserve to be loved unconditionally all the time with all the abundant allocation of resources at your disposal. Now you're just letting it in. Stop judging yourself. A lot of you are your worst enemy at times, but that's you got some serious self-judgment. It's like that angel is saying about yourself. Just receive that angelic pat in the back. It's like, it's okay. We love you, they love you. Oh. We're also going to remind each other of our strengths, not just trying to mirror back judgmental aspects of our weaknesses. We don't need to add arrows to each other in separation or bitterness. We can aim the arrows, they're saying, towards our common adversary. This has been pitting arrows against each other instead of us identifying the larger puppeteer control mechanism. We understand the pierce the veil of separation, the pierce the veil of this artificial construct that has kept us in this lower vibrational game where we've been pitted against each other instead of becoming taller and stepping out of that veiled, chessboard environment or Pleasantville scenery. Oh. Don't forget to breathe. You can. I don't know if trying to stop you from breathing with the damn mask. It's like choosing to breathe. It's okay. There's a sense of air. They're trying to just guilty for breathing. It's like it's amazing how they put the whole society to be like considering everybody's a disease vector, dehumanizing us to such an extent that it's ridiculous. Like divine love and light means to extend freedom and power, immune system, what's or ease. Oh. So we're going to rewrite our narratives, not buy into any other fake narratives that are propagated to lower our frequency or diminish our true potential and catalyzing the true timeline that we want to create together. Happiness and wholeness, united love, clear pathways for galactic ascension. And so some of you have some veils that want to help clear around you or it heals. It's almost like some of you have got some veils in between some of your 7 bodies that have kind of shrouded parts of yourself into be feeling more secure and sovereign and at peace because these other parts of yourself were a bit polluted and fully anchoring into your conscious self. So I think it almost reminds you of like a shadowy looking lampshade. So asking you to help us to lift off any of these veil curtains and then negating, putting on yours kind of obscuring to be lifted for highest good. Like we move our hands up and down a little bit, kind of slowly. So then the lifting of those veils. Oh. Some of you have had a bit of hesitation or fear of what you find if you lift up that curtain. So know that you're there. So there's a magical love light game show. Every current has a beautiful gift and prize for you. Yeah, exactly. Just like a beautiful gift of yourself. Exactly. Another beautiful chance to accept part of yourself you have been rejecting or fearing to welcome back into your sacred sanctuary. Yeah. Exactly.
Welcome back.
Birdies are joining out. We're actually going to come into a circle now and sit down. So I need to stand where I'm at, so you guys just come in and make it as tight as you need to be. They let the outer people walk this way. We could switch spots too if you want. It's fine. Just, what's your name? Mia? Mia, nice to meet you. What's your yoga? Yoga. Oh, yeah, so I need to set up so you can all right, guys, go there. So I'm like the center point, so we make a circle. So half and half, so come closer. So yeah, you gotta move a little bit. You gotta make it symmetrical. You guys are like this. Yeah.
You're in the middle?
No, I'm the edge of the circle. So just make two halves. You get it? You can lay down if you want to. You lay down and put your head to the center. But I can just put, yeah. Well, we're going to hold the hands too. So I'm going to well, just one more thing. I put this
Oh, cute. I wonder if we can move this room to bottom.
Hold on, I can move right here. We'll stand up by itself.
Right.
Hello, Zoom people. I'm just moving the.
We're just starting with the
No, dude, halfway. We're sitting down now. We just started sitting down.
be fine. I'll just move your hat.
Yeah. Half of the obelisk.
Actually, where team is that? Jeez. Thanks, champion. That's it. Always perfect timing. Always perfect timing. You don't have to extend your arms, but you want to make it a little closer. I don't feel comfortable with your arms extended. Make it a little bit tighter. Let's try to focus. Breathing. You can releasing sound, breathing. We're going to do a group Yam energy together. Yam for the heart chakra. You can visualize green light. Not yet. You can visualize green light traveling around the circle, amplifying our own individual inner sun. Fuel this larger emerald golden light around us. We see the earth in the middle of our circle. We're spinning and receiving more of this light as well. Just breathe in. 3, 2, 1. Ram for the third chakra. Our gold and yellow light shining in the belly and the center of gravity. So it's clearing out any obstructions in the other, blocking your central axis, interfering with your center of gravity, anchoring more of your true self in your body, releasing, identifying anything that you might have been linking into as a kind of false ground that you may want to release that into. So we have like multiple lines of light going out, almost like gravity anchor cords. That's a few of them are kind of anchored to a bit of like shaky or false ground, like false sovereignty or false grounded energy. We want to like ensure that you are rooting into the true depths of Gaia's love and light, Pachamama's celebratory lights, evolutionary light, sacred love, sovereign ground. Oh, breathe in the Ram energy now. 3, 2, 1. Eagle clan, bird clan to assist us. In a spiral of light around us, while we build this vortex. We're calling that infinity chimney. Infinity chimney system. You know, like the shafts in the Great Pyramid that point to connect the king and queen's chamber and star system. So it's the idea of like us creating a funnel. We're being treated like, instead of welcoming like Santa Claus has a space here to bring you the gifts, so to speak, in Christmas. It's like having a space here for like a cosmic archetype of that, to be able to pour in this funnel of support into your infinity chimney, where you can welcome more of infinity's love, pour into you from above, to this extension of your own crown chakra that goes up your 8th, 9th, 10th chakras, 11th. If you're wearing, they're saying it's almost like the crown of Nephthys, where it's like that pillar that you wear as your headpiece with a little bowl or basket on top. Creating a more solid waveguide, basically, above our heads, so we can ground more of infinity's light, circulate it down through our bodies, to the ground, into your own medicine wheel. Keep breathing, so you forget about this rhythm of breathing here. Angels aren't going to give you a friggin' IV there. You got to breathe it in. We're not going to force love down your throat because something we don't want to swallow. Or receive this light in your breath. Engage your body here. We're all partners in this beautiful, magical vortex of creation. I'm not the only one that's supposed to be doing the work here. So we're each spokes of this magic wheel. Divine love light pinwheel. Wheel of time, spinning in the rhythm divine. Oh, windmill, divine mind. Watermill, refreshing liquid light. Oh. You need to release some of your, this is word, hang-ups. To release some of your hang-ups about how to receive, when to receive, under what conditions to receive love and support from the universe and others. We created such a complex tallying system of different things that are required before you even open up the valves. It's like just saying your inner child, the fairies coming, saying, imagine your inner magical child and you have a beautiful gumball machine. And your inner child wants to put the quarter in, you want the gumball to come out. But you created this giant gumball machine where it has to go down all these intricate valves and hoops and loop and circles before it gets down. And it's like an hour later, and you're like, your inner kid's already pissed off and crying. So you might want to reconsider this complex, structure some of you have created as a false defense mechanism, as a false coping mechanism that initially it had been created as a protection for you, or part of your vulnerability. But then some of you kept building on that because you never healed that basic issue. So it just kept creating all these other dams and hoops that people had to run through that maybe wanted to give you love, but you had to, or you might have sabotaged it because they had to go through a marathon before they can give you a freaking flower before you receive it. So you can kind of choose to release and know you deserve more support in an easy, quickened manner. It's instantaneous. You don't need to show you a whole like LinkedIn resume of 1,000 pages before you come and sit with them. It's like saying that some you're doing that to the angels and guides, and they're like, "Look at you! What do you mean? Like, we're loving you unconditionally, want to give you all this gift, but you're putting so many unnecessary dams or complex filters that aren't always required. You know, there's a more simplified shielding of your light fortress where you can still, like, you know, someone rings your bell, you can have your guardian answer the door and see if it's someone you want to let in instead of having them go through 1,000 labyrinths before they get to your door. By then the food is already cold that you ordered. Interesting metaphors for today. It's like going to a massage therapist who you know has beautiful energy, comes well recommended, and you're there like putting on an astronaut suit, barely letting them touch you. They complain that you're not receiving any energy or still have stress at the end of the session. It's like, well, if you let go of your shit a little bit more, let them in. So it's saying that goes back to a deeper sense of some of you need to relearn how to trust again. How to trust again in a very simple, basic way for your magical inner child has the wisdom you seek to protect you. It is not going to be setting you up for vulnerability in a negative way. It's distinguishing positive vulnerability and surrendering to the openness to receive what you've already asked the universe to give you. And distinguishing between that and the fraudulent idiots, of course, that have their own negative intentions. you can expand your discernment there and have a legion of angels around you. Helps you filter out the energies. But it's truly looking eye to eye and seeing that energy's intention of the being, the angel, the guide, the lover, the friend, the ally, and knowing that it's okay to open to that support because it's a two-way stream to support each other's united love dream. Oh.
So what you're saying is stop acting like you have astral.
It's perfect. Stop acting like people have astral fluid. I love it. Exactly. Yeah, you'd be amazed. Exactly. It's perfect. No, I mean, we put out so much stuff these past few months of like, people understand whenever new levels of social control or decrees or laws are enacted, the dark organizations create astral reflections of those laws and social contracts to try to block people, especially light workers and star people. They try to use that to create blockages in higher dimensions and coming. Like literally, when the first day of the travel ban started, I was working on a client in England before the travel ban was announced the same day. We felt this huge block of energy that was trying to block the circulation of energy coming from across the ocean. I'm like, well, I never felt that shit before. And the same day the travel ban was announced, I'm like, oh, it's that bullshit where they're trying to extrapolate restrictions on one level to the other. And they literally were trying to put a grid lockdown on the earth and on people's energy field with this like false ice energy, false glass limbo, and using the social distancing and fear of each other as a further icing of our connection and creating this fear energy that was moving. So there's so much esoteric that goes on behind all these agendas that people don't always realize. So it's so important we always check in with our heart and really let our soul's light shine our light path in the dark. So that we've come here to create this new love reality. We don't need to empower lower thought forms of negation that limit your true potential any longer because it's us that's creating it. And they're using our own free will and issues at the collective level that they're amplifying to try to delay tactics for our ascension by creating more dissension. So we have to stop giving in so easily to these puppeteers' strings. Do hum now for the third chakra. This blue light energy in our third chakra. Breathe in this beautiful sapphire blue infinity orb. Spin in your own throat, and then once it extend out, creating beautiful extended expressions of itself, like a bubbling cascade of effervescent flow, blue light.
Oh, breathe in, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's Ham, H-A-M. Infinity Light Guardians, Eye of Horus, Eagle Clan, Hawk Clan coming in. Strong Bird Guardians are coming in. They're like pecking at anything negative that might be stuck in your field to help pull it out, like a bird biting a worm off the ground. So they're coming in gently, lovingly pecking any parasitic worms or structures in your field, any negative colors, negative bands in any of your fields, any shadowy, creepy crawlers you need to be free of. These bird guardians help you give them, offer it as food, these higher bird guardians. Positive power animal to help you cleanse easily. Oh. Oh. It's more about social distancing ourselves from any negative parasitic influences, not one another. Infinity Light Brigade, Horus coming in. Stronger concentric blue column of light within our network of cosmic sun cylinders that we started with. It's reflecting our ability to ground more in each of our 7 bodies, more clear transparency between layers of your higher identity and your embodied self. You come to peace in gentle expression with yourself. The little Hayuka tricksters there. Exactly. Then light from the ground above, fairy energies coming in, elementals. Oh my God, so funny. I know. I have my elf time. My elf lifetime. We're gonna do a vom for the second chakra, orange ray. As if they're like churning this light, like as if you're churning like a crystal orange bowl filled with liquid orange light. And they're like churning the energy in it, making your magical culinary soup. Love alchemical fluids. Flow into your lower chakras. Bring out more of that sweetness of your inner sensuality, inner playfulness, inner creativity. Loosen some of those restrictions of limitation that have more like lower calcifications or stuck energy in any of your second chakras that have blocked some of you. It's almost like having a straw, right? And some of you squeeze your straw and then complain that you're thirsty. So there are different parts of the straw, though, that you can squeeze that represent your chakras. And so right now it's about some of you who squeezed your straw by your lower chakra area, your sexual center, and then you're kind of like end up getting a little too frigid and not enough ecstatic energy going through your body, and then you're still complaining or blaming your lover when you have your own issues about it. So it's about claiming our own accountability of receiving your own natural flow of joy and bliss from the universe. And Gaia's ecstatic orgasmic wave, inner earth love brigade. They want to come in as knights that want to guard your holy grail's orgasmic expression, they're saying. To ground this new support, so each of us become this geyser of universal love, universal freedom, that expresses its abundance of joy through all colors of the rainbow, through all chakras. May you experience that fullest, deepest ecstatic wave, living love light flow. Oh, those infinity love light brigade. I mean, they're really strong looking guardians, like angelic knights at a round table. It's interesting. They're saying it's like guarding, it's like protecting the same way the knights want to protect the Holy Grail, the feminine principle. So your inner female feels safe enough to open, to receive that love, and not feel like she has to become the male to guard her sacred chalice. It's like welcoming in, they're saying your inner male and inner female. So you have the sacred chalice and the higher heart phallus, your own divine tantric union. And your own sacred palace. Oh, breathing in more of Gaia's love. So
Let's uplift off any blockages to connecting to her core. And does help us clear out any phantom debris fields, anything that was trying to mimic your energy in a desire to try to give your power to it. It's like it help us clear out anything that was trying to mimic authentic light or authentic reality. It help us clear out any of those obstructions or negative Hollywood props of trickery or deception to be released. Oh. Keep breathing. I mean, holding on a little bit of a chip on your self-righteous shoulder about something. Seeing this coming up a little bit of like lower, stubborn, lower shadow aspect of Artemis. It's like feminine warrior is important, but not to the extent where you become such a lower expression of the male that you forgot what it means to be penetrated by the universe and embody your own divine unity principle. And be able to nurture as a divine mother through you. They don't mix up because of all this distortion of discussion of gender in our current society has created such a gray zone that's mixed up people's understanding of basic simplicity of what it means to balance out your inner male and female. It's fine to label whatever you want, but just don't mix up a battery. A battery has two terminals, negative and positive terminals. It's not, one has more electrons, one has less. That's required to build voltage. If both poles were the same, there would be no charge. That's neutrality, that's not unity. So don't be afraid to hyper masculinize and hyper feminize yourself so you can build up that charge and reach that point of unity where you have that androgyny. So being playful with your own expression, what it means to receive, what it means to penetrate, you know, both the universe and the universe with you. So involving ourselves in saying to become cosmic tantra lovers. The Gaia's heart house is evolving to welcome many starry beloved beings that are here to help disseminate the seeds of the new reality. The fertility rituals are being emphasized now because of the summer solstice, has been empirically used by many indigenous tribes, magicians, beautiful beings for many years to represent that fertility principle of the sun, grounding the seeds of our new earth for the new year, for the new cycle. Almost there, a little bit more. Oh. Keep breathing. You want to be a limp lover to the universe. Lion energy is coming in. So the Sekhmets. So they want to do some animal sound like roar. Make some sound for every animal. Energy. Have fun with your shamanic side of your power animal. Giving yourself that permission to be unimpeded with your own expression, of clearing out your direction from any shadowy insurrection. Don't always fall into that duality of being the prey because you're afraid of a predator. You can be the lion and chase them out. It's okay. You know, you have the right to bite back. An appropriate heart space, as well as just you declaring your stance, healthy boundary to protect your chalice, your sacred palace. Oh. Oh. We're gonna do an Om now for the third eye. Breathe in, not yet. Right, so I did a cue here. Just breathe in, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful descending rings of light coming in. Like descending pillars of love and light are anchoring into the earth, like almost like a corkscrew, finding more hospitable space for our higher divine watchtowers to ground. It's funny because yesterday in the solstice meditation, we had to clear out blockages that was limiting this new tower of light from rising from the ground. Think of like an island forming in the ocean from the volcano.
like Haley's energy. But there was a lot of shit going on where they were trying to block our new higher watchtower. We call it my cosmic shamanism lingo, we call it a star heart watchtower. Whereas like each floor represents like a lighthouse tower that has crystals representing different positive ET worlds that are shining to us. So it's like creating more space for this new tower of light to help us achieve our potentials. So yesterday there was interference where we had to clear out blockages in the ground that was trying to limit the flow of it rising, like melting ice around it. Now they're saying it's the opposite. Upper world pillars coming in, and so we're creating space so that the descending column is able to have fertile ground to penetrate and anchor into the earth. Sevenfold rays, sevenfold rings to support this obelisk, new positive attractor of love light things, to free us from any shadowy clings or negative pings. For the tower, coming down to the earth, finding new grounding space, almost like a tree that's descending, tree of life, has new space to ground its new roots. Seven rayed infinity column, seven rayed infinity column. Oof. We do Lam? No. Root, speaking of root chakra energy, red ray, LAM, Lam. For your own column of higher light coming down. Mother Bastet is coming in also. Bastet, cat goddess energy, cat humanoid energy, Bastet, celestial Bastet priestesses coming in to help. It's funny because the Bastet priestesses were also the tantrikas of ancient Egypt. They had their multi-day version of Burning Man each year, where it was a celebratory Dionysian-like celebration of sacred sexuality, sensuality, music, dance, celebration, sacred spirituality anchored in their sensuality, and music and song. I have Bastet to assist us, anchoring this love into this new moon period, solar eclipse. I have Bastet, Eye of Horus, Infinity Eye of Horus, coming in to join with Bastet's eye, and they're shining that into the lower chakras, especially into the front and back of your chakras, to help your energy in the front and back circulate better, to clear out any clogs between the back and front of the chakras, like chelating those areas. Lam, LAM. 3, 2, 1. Bottom of this beautiful obelisk tree of life that's grounding our circle, grounding on the axis of the earth. It's a double tree, like a tree reflected in a pond of liquid light, acting as a clear reflective mirror, like an upright tree and an inverted tree that's shining in harmony. And between the two, there's rings of light shining between the two trees, where the roots are connecting. Concentric rings, where they're adding beautiful crystals. So together from a distance, it looks like a curved diamond of light. The tree on the top pyramid and a tree in the bottom pyramid. In the middle, with the horizontal part of the diamond, are these beautiful concentric rings representing the rainbow, 7 rays. So we can ground both emanation of divine perfection, seen clearly and gleamed clearly through its reflection, stage of new temporal perfection, divine love, erection, and our stage of perfection. A new stage curtain is lifting. You can each experience and express the joy and grandeur of what this new age truly can embody, and your own creative aptitudes may be more open to each of you. Birds are coming back in there. They're pecking at some more residue stuff. That's you got like nests in each of your chakras, and they're coming in there to help ensure. Oh, some of you got some loose twigs in your nests. So some of your little eggs started almost had to fall out. So they want to give you a stronger hearth of these love light twigs. And the lower chakra is so cute, so cute. An extra flower is protective light fencing to your nest of your chakras. You can be more anchored and you can ground your power, nurturing. Oh. Oh. Come in there, Infinity Eye Forest, also help you clean out. They're giving you almost like new badges of honor, some of you on your shoulders, like feathers, like almost like a galactic bird military emblem of like your warrior nature. You know? Like there's your badge of success, badge of your victory that you've achieved. You know, some of you are galactic ambassadors in a more direct way than you realize yet. Even think premature yet to even talk about, but there's definitely going to be increased opportunities for more people to hold space as galactic ambassadors when our beloved galactic kin are fully here and grounded in the earth.
Please tell them to hurry up.
Trust right now. They're like shaking their heads at all the dramas going on. It's like, oh my God, people can get over this basic shit and they're trying to open up to this higher ascension, but they can't get over these squabbles. It's like, if you want to don't just sorry. You can catch heat if you want to. Whatever's easier for you. Yeah, you can lay down too. We're almost there. A little bit more. Oh. Into the love Eye of Taurus, Central Sun Guardians of Taurus. Into the Eye of Taurus, like descending, like think of like an elevator platform shaped like a circle coming on really fast, like banging into the ground, like God, like almost like a pneumatic hammer of Divine Father penetrating Gaia. Of light energies, cosmic sun lover energy, Infinity Eye of Taurus coming down to ground new platforms in which that Divine Father energy can also anchor its support. Not all plates on. The Divine Father energy can come in, find a balance between the trickster and dedicated, loving, supportive king energy. So that any past judgments towards any of our inner male king sides, where we might have gotten tired or persecuted or killed for being the positive king, led some of us to embody more of the trickster comedy energy to soften people's feelings so that we don't so overbearing to them. So it's like finding a new balance of our inner masculinity in that space as well, to know when humor expresses that true gratitude, whether it's a distraction from your own choice to be more serious when required to be. So it's almost like balancing the seriousness with the fun jokes. Father, positive discipline versus, the love versus the mother. Oh. So the Taurus energy is coming, or more divine justice energy. We want to ground more sanctified platforms so more divine justice can manifest. We can receive more support that we're asking for and come to us quicker in a deeper, more profound way. Infinity Love Light Relay. In the courtyard, Divine Justice, Taurus, Haru, Infinity Justice Guardians, Infinity Justice Council members. Help us create more grounded spaces, like Father Earth being the judge in Egyptian days, pass the verdict, so to speak. Help us enact these divine pop-up love light court systems of divine infinity justice councils, so that we can truly hold people truly accountable to their karma without them fucking displacing other people or trying to use a false lower communistic side of spirituality. Well, we're all in this together. So they use that to push their karma on other people. Be aware of that twisted leftist side as a back door. It's like there's positive Aquarius of wholeness where we are in it together to create the reality. But the shadow side of that becomes a spiritual communistic state of thinking where they want to use our collectivist unity against us, a false unity, where they want us to. It's like using a back door of like negative peer pressure of saying, okay, well, we're all this together, therefore nothing you have belongs to you. It's like lower economic system applied energetically. So it's okay, so all the gifts you've accumulated over many lifetimes, they want to come and take it. Because if you buy into that mentality, you're giving them permission, subtly, to say, yes, that's right, well,
No, nobody should have their own profit. Nobody should have their own abundance. It's like, no, fuck that. There's a balance of economic systems energetically in our own space and our own gifts that we've mastered over many lifetimes. That's not there for other people to snatch. Just because they want to claim, oh, we're all together, so we're going to take it. No, fuck you. You're going to claim your healthy boundary. No, this is our right to claim and share the abundance how we choose and reflect to each other that we all have abundance in unique ways and unique skill sets. So that's a little rant, but important now because it's because there's a subtle slipperiness of when we give too much power to certain movements that are going on and don't realize all the backdoors that come along with blind obedience to any moral cause that asks you not to think logically and makes you want to shame you or guilt you because you don't agree to their opinion. So it's having discernment.
Ooh, that's yeah.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! You kidding? No, this applies to so many different cultures and groups and organizations and movements. Bring it back to our central pillar, Eye of Horus, Infinity Eye of Horus. Cross up around this Infinity Justice system to help hold the elites responsible for their machinations. That their trickster puppeteer curtains can be lifted up, like the Wizard of Oz, so we can see the false, so we can see the true nature of the puppeteers. They may be called out in the public, so to speak, for all things they've done and be evicted from our reality, convicted, prosecuted, divested of all their energy they've taken and returned to the masses. What is rightfully ours to be claimed from those negative institutions, individuals, families, hierarchies, in a timely manner. Full transparency, we invoke. Full media coverage, we invoke. We find peaceful equanimity and sealing of old chapters so we can move forward into true love, true harmony, true united humanity. Our strong oversoul shining on us. Beautiful dome of positive light coming in, the beautiful crystals, all colors of the rainbow. Horus legions are giving us a final blessing to begin to seal the energy in place. Like a rain of cosmic light, purple, white, ruby fire. Cosmic bird ray shower. Fountain. Dip or cleanse our feathers in it. So some of you got some dirty, stinky feathers you need to wash. In your bird tribe body, angelic body, energy body, to anchor that light. Eclipse, new moon light. Extra sheen, like a protective layer coming around our angelic bird body. Infinity Eye of Horus. It almost reminds me like what they put on car, like a silicone coating, so the raindrops don't stick on your windshield. So that nothing negative sticks in your field. They create more of a healthy overlay of the slip and slide of anything negative. On your feathers.
Serious guy.
He was the jungle cuckoo bird there. Rainbow toucan bird.
No drinking allowed.
Oh my God. Then we're going to do the energy of Q for the crown chakra. The dolphin energy, Q. That was good. Juicy sap of the new tree of life. Bless our path with the new tree of life sap. Tasty morsels of delightful treats await each of you on your new love light retreat. Very sick. Awaken to the joyful sprinkling of new kingdom love mana. Once we sprinkle down in our paths of time, winding up our solstice divine. Infinity love light. Pathway guardians of Horus, putting these crystal eyes of Horus in the ground and our paths through time. We're going to continue to synchronize with the rhythm divine, the grace sublime. We're going to seal this energy in place. Feel the ring stabilizing around us. Infinity love light, Brigade of Taurus. Eye of Taurus, Pleiades. Stabilizing this energy. I'm giving this new fruit, this new beautiful tree of life, Palladium love fruits coming in as well. Beautiful blue Isis Hatha energies coming in us. Beautiful style. Protect our sacred new garden. Love Eden, love filled garden of perfection. Love erection. And we're going to stabilize the energy. Getting a beautiful capstone at distance above and below us. Still the new roof and ceiling, different intervals of our tower. Flowering love power. And below as well. Down in the waters, decorating the oceans, beautiful crystals. Starry heart love to shine. Starry heart love crystals to shine in the ocean in this Cancer eclipse. Decorating a Christmas tree with new lights. Sealing it around our bodies in this obelisk. Power of light. Celebratory light. You breathe in, we give thanks to all these beautiful beings, angels, guides, hosts. So the whole network of these towers forming that are adorning both left and right sides of our path through time to give us more protection, guidance, safety, love, healing in our journey. And it's like light going between the pillars, like lightning bolts, bringing caduceus in the ground, clear, safe ground for us to stand upon. And we feel more supported, more stable in love's continuum, horizontally and vertically. Love's galactic continuum. The birdies guarding the different lighthouses and towers on the sides of our path to remind us. We have fairies waiting to give us new treats at each step we take. New outfits they want to give some of you too. Spiritual clothing. To not take yourself so seriously at times. Enjoy love's ride. The Caliber Love Light Brigade, protecting your sacred love light parade. Give thanks to beautiful beings, angels, guides, hosts, Infinity's Love Light Armada to continue to take shape and ground around Gaia's body and her flower of life grid, tree of life grid. Safeguard and protect these new columns, Gaia's new pillars of light for a new temple. So children of Gaia can receive inspiration from these new structures. Safety, peace, sovereignty. Thanks, asking beings. Seal what needs to be sealed, close what needs to be closed, adjust the curtains, valves, levees flow. So let go of your hands and focus in your own center, your cosmic center. You feel this beautiful wheel of light shining below you, the elves and fairies, the elven mages. This little adjustment to our wheel of time as if it's like a radio dial, helping you to choose your station wisely, to be able to calibrate and stabilize the station for the songs you want to hear, and not just being bullied by peer pressure to go to some other shadow reality station. We go back to this new love station, collective emanation that we can grow and radiate. And thanks to the seal energy above and below, continuum of love light, prosper and flow. Give thanks as these beings and guides that choose to stay, help us continue to ground the energy in our homes, workplace, study space, love time, healing time, light saturation time, course correction time, healing, nourishment time, other time. So the beautiful Aquarius, Lunkin Tonkin, filling up energy in our boat, our collective Merkaba ship. Beautiful crystals in it that are stabilizing. Each of us added a window, they're saying, to Gaia's Merkaba ship. Beautiful crystal window that's stabilizing. Starry heart light, coming off like a cruise ship ramp. Back to our circle here. Our own trees of life. Our own sacred grove, back into our body. Stabilizing the wood element. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Homotakwayasin. Thanks to all that is and each other. Clap your hands 3 times. Impact your body. That was a ride. Anybody want to share anything briefly?
I could feel like right near the end, like I could feel the like the wing kind of like over us. You feel like, and then like up here, there's like a,
Consolidating.
yeah, I can feel that.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
We were
Sounds
talking
good.
about the energetic segregation when they first started lockdown.
Woo!
That shit.
Yeah. We should do it, man. Anybody else want to share anything, Nicole? No, please say. You saw a lot of purpose?
Yeah. It was mixing of, from people who didn't want to do like
Excellent, excellent. Now, please, yeah, share more. It was the first time I saw you. A lot of energy, power coming around. Excellent, excellent.
I saw a light shining from the obelisk for a split second. Did anyone else see that?
Yeah, that was that feeling of like some light there.
there was a little bit of like silver coming down. I saw not to be like bright.
No,
But
sure.
I watched great moves around people.
Interesting,
Oh,
awesome.
the aura.
Like a lot of extra silver coming through. So. Nice, nice. Oh, good, good. Please, no, it's welcome. That's awesome.
I left my body. And I got like a bird's eye view of everything. And
Wow.
I just kept going. And I just
When you came back, you see anything brown more? Or?
yeah.
Nice.
When those guys out there were yelling at each other, you channeled exactly the medicine for them to leave. I was blown away. I was blown away.
Yeah, we'll put a little bit of extra recipe mixture. Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's too sacred to have any bullshit around this. It's like bigger collective seating. But okay.
No, it seemed to channel through because they were saying you were saying and they were saying exactly what they were saying to themselves.
Oh really? I couldn't hear what they're saying actually.
No, it sounded like a circuit. It
Oh.
sounded like this is feeding through itself. This is
Wow.
feeding through itself, and it's like, wow, they're saying this, and you're saying this, and it's like feeding through itself.
Wow, that makes
It
sense.
just seems like, and then
That's a okay resolution. That pollution.
you're just like the cheat.
That's true. I go through so much of that. I can't even describe that half the time. Well, I'm so much going on aside from what I'm talking about throughout these sessions. Anybody else want to share anything?
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Your beautiful rainbow family. I love each of you here. we make this together. And it's been recorded. It's still on Zoom's. It'll be uploaded. It'll be uploaded to YouTube actually.
Oh.
Zoom is still on there, but also recorded audio wise too. But we'll be back here for the lunar eclipse on July 5th. For sure. And any if you want to have a copy of the recording, or if anybody else want to share anything, I don't want to rush you guys. Some people have to use
This
report.
is actually something general, not about, but I found out that I didn't realize that stuff that's happening with the solar eclipse, it has to do with what happened in the last 2 weeks. I didn't realize that. It's reading of. And so that's so crazy because it's literally a situation point, like the T, like at so just,
Full moon's a new moon. That's like
yeah.
Very cool. And any magic love donations you can put in the blue bag, or send donations on PayPal, whatever it's welcome to do, but not required. That's always nice. I also do any new people picture this, but channel for you. Oh wow, that should start. That was really good. Sorry. One should you start? I haven't seen one sold.
I something fun to
It was
share.
nice for the show.
There's a ladybug in my room last night.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know how. It was just like all of a sudden, and my cat was like trying to connect with it. I'm like, where did the ladybug come from?
Perfect.
I need luck. Yeah. Like,
Look at that. So there's a lot that comes. So I do personal sessions. Imagine this, but channel for you. Help you connect to past lives, all connections, whatever things you need. That's the main work I do on a daily basis. Any people that have experienced it.
so you can work with our stars.
Yeah. I work around people. Everything from the built induction, daily induction.
So you can help
past
Kevin like our
lives,
steering.
Oh, absolutely. The star work is my favorite. People help me connect. Because there's been a lot of interference this past year by different shadowy Illuminati groups and secret intelligence agencies, but they've been really trying to cockblock star people from connecting to their galactic realm. So we've been building up a whole itinerary of like anti-malware energy solutions to kind of clear it out. I also do these regular Sunday calls I started to do 2 months ago on Zoom that have to do with this energetic anti-malware. So course correcting timelines, because it's been a timeline war since what it began, and now with the situation currently, there have been attempts to harness fear and anger to manipulate timelines. So we really ask the whole space like once a week to ground more of like a counterbalance. You know, we look at this, let's steer the boat here so we're not tilting too far towards an adverse timeline. A lot more grace is right behind the corner if you just open up to it. You know,
Timelines are different energy portals.
that allow a grounding of a future event potential, like collectively individually. So it's like at a quantum level, they can manipulate those quantum probability fields literally, try to like augment one or freeze one or throw out the other. So like really technologically, higher dimensionally, we can do that. So we've seen a lot of advanced work this past year, these covert groups that we're using advanced scaling technology to manipulate time fields and stuff. Hold the level of
And
electromagnetic emission.
physically, they're giving us weird disease.
Well, the first 2 weeks of Corona, they were literally broadcasting energy before the actual virus.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, but Stephen, what's this? It's a
No idea, but
It's like Mars.
what is the
Like red and it starts
Oh.
with the
Do you want to chat?
Oh yeah, you can end the Zoom call there.
Yeah, that one's flickering. It's a star.
Yeah, I saw it flicker, but I saw mine.
Wow. Hug everybody before you eat it.
So we're hanging up. Let's see. So yeah, can you see it? I'm ending the Zoom.
good to see everybody?
Steven is over there. Steven, I'm ending it, right? Okay. Yep. So the next time was July 5th, I believe. I'm sure it's on his Facebook. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye. Okay, let's see here now. What does it say? End meeting for all. Or just leave meeting?
Just leave meeting.
Okay. And then,
Bye.
okay, then you can chat on. Yeah, why not? Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Okay.
That's an Android, isn't it?
What?
Is that an Android or an iPhone?
No, it's an iPhone. It's mine. He used it
I
to.
was wondering if I could charge my phone for 2 minutes because it died. I need a city bike.
Let's see. They can still hear me, right? Can you? Why? What did I
We
do?
can hear you. We can hear you. There should be button leave at the bottom right corner.
So this is a phone on the right corner. Let's see here. Now you see me. Right corner. Let's see. Chat, meeting settings, minimize. Virtual background, disconnect audio. Yeah, but it should be disconnect all, right?
No, it should. Red button with leave.